Hey guys, Abel here. Hope everyone is doing great. It's not even 24 hours, maybe around 24 hours since the official release of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, and SNK has already announced tons of changes coming to the game. Some of them have already been implemented, including an emergency patch. We'll talk about that. They talked about ranked matches and ranked mode. It's going to get an overhaul, and also some couple stuff that we're gonna talk about. So let's go ahead and unpack this right now and see what this is all about. But hey, remember to like and subscribe as usual. Let's get to it. Alright, the first thing is, this is something that I mentioned in my review, is that while the game's online is amazing, the ranked match is, I wouldn't say bad or problematic, but the fact that there's only a unified rank rather than ranks per characters is a bit of a letdown, because you end up in ranked mode, you're only going to use your most strongest character rather than experiment and try different things. However, if it was character based, then you can play each character and try to rank them up, and it gives you more incentive to play ranked matches, which is in general, ranked match in previous SNK games would die down after a couple months. But if it was character based, it probably wouldn't, kind of like Street Fighter 6. And SNK has been listening, because today they announced what they call ranked match phases. All right, so this is what the tweet says. It says, announcement: the opening phase begins. Fierce battles kick off with ranked match phase 0. This is where we are. We are in phase 0. Now, phase 0 starts from April 21st, so that's early access, up to August to October. So they haven't, they don't have a set date yet. So the information regarding the end date will be shared once finalized. Aim high and get ready for first contact. And then phase 1 will begin, which will have characters specific ranks, and a rate system are on the way. Learn more about that, and then they take you to this page. So let's go ahead and check this page together. So the rank climb begins with phase 0. Phase 1 set for this fall. So the opening phase at release, this is phase 0, this is where we are, and it will run until fall 2025. After that, phase 1 will begin, bringing with it a host of new features. In ranked match, you can fight your way to the top within set ranking periods called phases. Alright, so this is going to be done in phases, kind of like seasons. I like that. The opening phase at release is phase 0. So this is not, it's not even phase 1 kind of thing. And it will run until fall 2025. After that, phase 1 will begin, bringing a host of new features. Now, phase 1. Let's talk about phase 1 and what it's going to bring. So a new top rank. Starting in phase 1, a new top rank will be added. Strive to rise above the rest in the ferocious city of the wolves. And then we have a new rate point system. A points-based system for top players will be implemented starting in phase 1. This will intensify the competition, making the path to the top clearer than ever. I'm not sure what it means. Points earned will be separated. Alright, so I guess they're just talking, the top 100 players will earn a special title too. Okay, put in some incentives for people to play ranked matches. I like that. I love ranked matches, and as I said, it's one of the first things that dies after previous SNK games were released. So this is really interesting. So phase 1 onwards, points earned in ranked match will be separated. Ranked match points reflect a player's overall performance in phase 0, but this will be changed to a per character basis. So right now, player A, and then the ranked match points, etc. Phase 1 onwards, player A, ranked matches, so he has like 4,000, 4,500 with Rock, 5,000 with Terry, 4,000 with Hotaru, etc. The points will be by characters, which is really good. The initial points of each character will be determined automatically at the beginning of phase 1. The initial point allocation will be based on the player's rank at the end of phase 0, but not directly transferred over. So therefore, performance in phase 0 will have some effect on the starting point of the player in phase 1. So it's great to see that SNK is, being reactive and 'cause everybody was talking about this rank system. So that the fact that it's going to change is great. Now, I saw some people online saying, "Oh my God, we have to wait until the fall or until after August." Well, the rank system is integrated in the whole game, so I understand that it might take a while to get this straightened out. I'd rather for them take their time and do it right than just do something quick and then having issues. And so it's fine, and it's cool that they made this in phases. So like phase 1 is overall, just kind of like generalized rank, and then starting phase 1 is going to be by separate characters. I think this is pretty cool. I like that. But this is not all. They have also made an emergency update. So people found some issues with some characters. So there's Marco, for example, has an infinite. The fact that you can do like a target combo and then cancel that into a stand-in C, and then you keep looping. As you saw, check this out. This is a match from Shanghai, and he's just crazy. So this was discovered on Wednesday, I believe, and today SNK has released a patch that is going to address that and a couple things that were found, including something with the DLC costume for Terry. Let's check this out. Alright, so this is Fatal Fury State of the Walls version 1.1.3. So it has the some general bug fixes, resolved several minor issues, and then we have the Terry Bogard DLC costume. So there was some issues with the Burning Wave and the Cosmic Strike Geyser. So move properties will now match the full costume version. Resolved an issue where under certain conditions activating this move would not consume the power gauge. And then Smart Style, also the same thing. Marco Rodriguez, this was the big one, everybody was talking about this. The combination attack can no longer cancel into far heavy kick from a combination attack. Because this was it was D, not C, sorry, I said C earlier. This was what led to that infinite, and now it's removed. So 2 days after it was announced, it was found. I think that's pretty awesome. Salvatore Kanachi also had some issues, so they fixed that. He has like some sort of also like a potential infinite, so that also was fixed. His magical step delayed the time at which canceling is possible. And Fight Dirty, the Ignition Redline version, resolved an issue where under certain conditions the opponent would still be able to move despite successful activation. Same thing for Smart Style. Known issues that they're still investigating, and I like that they say there are some issues that they found. We are investigating an issue in which guard canceling during certain conditions may freeze the opponent in place. Haven't seen that. Replay, we are investigating an issue in which certain conditions can cause replays to differ from what happened in the actual match. Okay, didn't know that. And EOST, we are investigating issues in which the game will sometimes crash on certain stages. Haven't seen that either. I'm not sure which console or which platform this is happening. But you know what? This is pretty cool. The fact that they're actually... but you know what? I think this is pretty cool. The fact that it shows SNK being very reactive and engaging with the community. I think this is very important for the longevity of the game. The game is in a great state, and that 1.5 million cash prize or 2.5 million prize pool is only going to help to make this game quite the success it deserves. We're not done yet because they made another announcement this morning again, and this is regarding episodes of Southtown. So they're saying, we've heard your request regarding episodes of Southtown mode. The following features will be added in a future update of the game. Number 1, the EOST story text and illustrations will be viewable again even after initial viewing. Because right now, once you get to an ending, you can't rewatch it again from episode of Southtown. The episode of Southtown experience will be obtainable from playing game modes other than episodes of Southtown. Even your current playtime will be retroactively converted into the experience. I'm not sure how that's gonna, because you need the experience in order to advance in the game. So the fact that you can get that from arcade mode, for example, and then use it in episode of Southtown will be interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work, because the thing with episode of Southtown is that your level is low, so you keep fighting these NPCs and these other characters in order to get to a certain level to fight the next boss, etc. So if you can't get all those points from arcade, for example, or versus, not sure how that's gonna affect the fact that you have to go through these NPCs to finish the story and finish the different bosses. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. But again, happy to see that they're listening. I really hope they're gonna also listen to some of the things that I mentioned regarding episodes of Southtown, which is adding more stories, more cutscenes, retelling previous games, retelling the main story in there. So there's so much potential in episodes of Southtown. I think it's a very unique mode that I really truly hope it's going to to just, be the mode for fans of the Fatal Fury lore to go and check it out. So I really hope that. But the good thing, as I said, is that SNK has been reactive. They're listening to the community. They're monitoring the situation and fixing things up. So I'm really happy with that. All right. So what do you guys think? Are you still playing and having fun playing ranked mode? Are you excited about the character, rank per character, and all the changes that they mentioned? Leave me all that and more in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time.